Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video we're going to be talking about AT&T versus Xfinity. Who has the best internet, okay? Who has the best internet for you and your family, or if you're single, okay? We're going to be talking about, is it good for business, gaming, you know what I'm saying, streaming? I'm going to be showing you guys here which one I feel is the best one. And to let you guys know ahead of time, I'm not a technician. Also, I want to let you guys know it's all about the area you live in, because they vary, okay? AT&T could be good over here but bad on this side of town, or it could be good in this state and bad in another state, okay? So take that in consideration. So as we get into today's video, if you guys like my content, make sure you smash a like, and a subscribe will be greatly appreciated. My experience that I've had with both carriers are a lot different, okay? And we're gonna talk about the modem, okay? Because that plays another part too, you know what I'm saying? I think, to me, which modem looks better, and you know, I'm gonna say from right here, you see on the right side is the Xfinity modem. It's the XB7. It looks great. I've had the black one too. So because I had a white one, I had a couple of these, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are like, oh, how did you have a couple of them? One of them started making noise. You know, once it overheats, that XB7 makes a lot of noise. So on the left side is the AT&T Motorola. I don't know which one that is. You know what I mean? It's just a simple, you know, modem. But I'm gonna go with Xfinity. They did a real good job on their modem. So Xfinity. Right now we're doing AT&T speed tests. Now I do 3 different speed tests, okay? And I go through different speed tests and different speed test websites. So right here, we're doing this from speedtest.com or .net. I think it's .net. So I did this 3 times to make sure what speeds I'm really getting. So what am I paying for, ladies and gentlemen? I pay for $50 for 100 megabits down, 20 up. So far, we're getting only a little bit of half of what I'm paying for with a 28 millisecond. So this is AT&T, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Now, so far, we are not getting 100 megabits. I don't really have anything running at this time when I was doing this speed test. So I didn't have Xbox. The only thing that was doing it was the phone, but the phone doesn't take as much. Okay. On my computer, you know, it wasn't taking up too much. Okay. But so far, we are not getting our 100 megabits down, but we are for sure that we are getting 28 milliseconds with a definitely 20 upload. Now I went to fast.net, you know what I mean? You may want to jot these down to kind of check on your speed test and what internet provider you have, ladies and gentlemen. Right now I got an 84. Okay, now that looks a lot better, you know what I mean? Not all the time you're gonna get the speed that you actually pay for, so take that in consideration. That's a big key to let you guys know. Not all the time you're gonna get the speed that you pay for, okay? Right here we got a 79. 79 down. We still getting that 20 up, okay? 88 down, okay? And we're about to get pretty much a 20 up. Well, we'll get 18. I'm still gonna say that we're still getting about a 20 up. That's been more consistent. This is on the AT&T site, so I wanted to try and see, you know, are they playing real games with us? Like, what's going on? Like, am I really getting the speeds that I actually pay for? So there we go. We had 2 sites that said that I get either below or almost the speed that I'm paying for. Right here, we are getting the speeds we pay for and just a little bit more. And here we go again. we get the precise 20 upload. You know what I mean? These providers, man, they will make you feel like, hey, you really are getting the you know, the speeds that you're paying for. And you go, no, I'm not. All these other sites saying that I don't. And some say you look like you possibly could get the speeds you're paying for, but not really. So as you see there, you know, from their site, they're saying, look, I'm getting about almost my 100 down. You know what I'm saying? So so far we got a consistent you know what I'm saying, 20 up. So they're guaranteed for the 20 up. So far we've been getting between, you know, that 70-80 range, that 79-80 something range. So this is a Google speed test, and I wanted to see. So far now it's saying I'm getting like 93. Look at that there. I'm telling you, so far it's giving me that 84-ish, 90 something. Yeah, I'd pretty say about 90 something down. You gotta take this into consideration, ladies and gentlemen. Right here, I'm doing something different. I want to take my AT&T and speed test it to Xfinity. You know what I mean? Of course, I wanted to see what the other provider would do to the competition. Of course, look, they chopped half of their speed down to make it look, hey, come to us. You're not even really getting that speed. You know what I mean? They can trick you by doing that. Okay. And see, I'm getting 50 down. Look at that. You know what I mean? Like I tell people, using speed tests, you have to go and check it with different ones. So here we have it right here. This is the AT&T. This is their deals that they're having. Now I couldn't get these type of speeds that they were offering because where I'm at, and I am paying $50, like I said, 100 down. But here you can get 300 megabits. Well, I can't get it because in my area, they don't provide it, and that's why I tell you it's different for where you live at of getting certain things. Now this is Xfinity. Xfinity provides all this. Okay, you can get these speeds if they're provided in your area. Okay, these are not gonna be for everybody. It's only if it's provided in your area. Now so far, Xfinity has that 84 range, so about 90 something down. So let's see what Xfinity. I paid for Xfinity for 300 down. So this is Google speed test. Look at that, man. And we're you know, that's good enough. I may be a lot from that 300, but look, I'm paying 20 up and I'm getting 38 up. Look at that. Look at that. Now we're getting about where I'm paying for right there. Look at that. That's amazing. And I'm almost getting 40 up. So you gotta look at it, guys. It's so different. You know what I mean? And this is Xfinity again, but this time on speed test. Look at the ping, 24. It's so different. And as we keep going through the speed test, I'm gonna ramble on about you know, how is the customer service? Customer service at Xfinity, I would say it's excellent. It's excellent. It's way better than, in my opinion, than AT&T. AT&T customer service is man, it's not as good. Look at that, 17 milliseconds right there for Xfinity. But I'm gonna tell you about that millisecond situation here in a minute. But I would say customer service, you know, AT&T just, they don't have it there. Even with the online AT&T chat, where you can talk to, you know, somebody on the chat, and that's what I normally do because I don't like picking up the phone and talking to them on the phone and all that stuff. So Xfinity wins that there for customer service. They actually were professional. They actually knew what they were doing. AT&T, they kind of was really lazy. I only had one person that could really work with me. So this right here is on Xfinity site, and I said I was paying for 300, right? Now look at on their site. This is the problem that I was having with Xfinity. Sometimes I wouldn't even get majority of my speed, and this is another reason why I got rid of Xfinity. And because I'm like, look, I'm paying for all these speeds, man. And I know, like I said, I'm a single parent, but I do some streaming. I stream on both my televisions. My son uses his tablet. We play the game. So we got a lot of devices going on, okay? Our cell phones. So, I mean, Xfinity is still good for the speed. I still think they get about 100 and something, even on their site, that we've seen the other sites do a lot better compared to their own site. So I would say you're going to get a lot of great speed from Xfinity over AT&T. I think the speeds are way much better, and the prices are really good at Xfinity. This is on fast.net for Xfinity. Look at that. I mean, to me, yeah, I know I'm supposed to be getting like almost 300, right? But I'm only getting 120. Yeah, but I get 40 upload. It's all about where you live at, okay? And then there's a lot of stuff in consideration that Xfinity, I don't know if you guys know or not, but when other people have Xfinity, you guys are all using on that same, you know what I'm saying, on that same line. Compared to AT&T, everybody has their own line, you know what I mean? And if you didn't know that, you can also look that up to really know that you actually do have your own line when you're with AT&T. And right here, I use Xfinity on a AT&T site to see what the speeds are. Of course, you know, they're gonna jab each other to make sure that, you know, the speeds you're supposed to get aren't the ones that they're gonna show. So my thing is for AT&T is that the slight advantage is that everybody's not using on that same internet, because you have your own you basically have your own slot, you know what I'm saying? It's like basically you having your own apartment, you know what I'm saying? You have your own apartment, everybody else have their apartment. It's not like a group home like Xfinity, okay? And so take that in consideration. So when you pay, if you're in those apartments, you're basically paying for that, you know what I mean? You're paying for pretty much, I'd hate to say it, but you know, everybody else's type of speed. And that's something else that kind of really disturbed me, because when the customer service and the technician told me that kind of, you know, and I looked it up, I was like, man, these guys are lying. They can't be using it. I said, yeah, and I seen it when I looked it up on YouTube and Google. I was like, oh man, that's crazy. And that's probably why I've had some of the problems, and of course I didn't get a lot of my speed. But I think you're going to still be satisfied with Xfinity, because like I said, they offer a lot more speeds. Okay, you're going to get a lot more. I've had the gig for the 1 gigabyte from Xfinity. It was fast, but I'm going to tell you, there was some problems. Okay, I had the 1 gig on Xfinity, and on my Xbox now, gaming is different in my area with Xfinity. I've had Xfinity twice. Not throughout my whole life, but just in general as living on my own. I've had them for a long time, and then I've had them for a short time. And I had the 1 gig, and I tried to download a game. And you guys should know Call of Duty, all right? I tried to download Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019. And it didn't download as quickly. I mean, it took, I want to say it almost took a whole day, the whole entire day, and I was paying for 1 gig. So I told them to take that off, give me the 300 megabits. It wasn't worth it. For some reason, when it came to gaming, it was not like downloading quick, That was something that I really had a problem. Like, I told the technician, I said, look, man, I have 1 gig, but if I downloaded something on my computer, it was different. Then I was like, man, maybe it's something on my Xbox. No, I bring my other Xbox. I have 2 Xboxes. And then somebody probably thinking, well, you probably have to have a PlayStation. I don't want to hear that. You know, I have a newer Xbox, and then I have another Xbox that my son comes over and he plays on the other Xbox. So tried both of them, and it could not download it as quick enough. They said there was some frequency problems out at the box outside, and I was like, look, man, I don't want this 1 gig. So when it comes to gaming, I feel like Xfinity lacks really bad, and I mean totally bad. I mean, it really is not as good for gaming. Okay, and that's just my opinion. And like I said, it's all about where you live at. It's not really saying, hey, wherever you live at, you got Xfinity, it's gonna suck. That's not true. It all depends about what area you live in. It could be, you could live on the east side, and it may not be good over there, but it might be good on the west side, you know what I mean? Or the south side, or the north side. It just all depends on where you're at. Maybe it just sucks, period, in your state. And maybe you need to go to another state where it's actually good. So like I said, it varies about providers. You know what I mean? It's not saying AT&T is going to be good everywhere you go. You know what I'm saying? It's just from my opinion and my experience that Xfinity, where I've been living at, has been pretty bad. Okay, and it's only for gaming. Only for gaming. An honorable mention I want to say is Spectrum Internet. I had no problems. Absolutely, they're phenomenal. I would say that's the best internet service I've ever had. I've had them twice. They're the best, period. 100%. They get my approval. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. 100%. They've actually been great for me. You know what I mean? But as far as AT&T goes, I think AT&T, when it comes to streaming, I would say Xfinity wins on that, pretty much by a landslide. I think AT&T, as far as streaming, I've had some buffering problems when I would stream. So yeah, I mean, like I said, it all depends on where you live at, and it seemed like Xfinity, where I live at, is like the better brand for streaming. Another thing is, so about the streaming, I think streaming is Xfinity. A lot of stuff goes to Xfinity except for gaming. Gaming is terrible. I mean, yeah, you look at the milliseconds, like, oh, cool. Like downloading games, playing video games, it's just first-person shooter. It just does not, like, I had to buy like routers for Xfinity. And here it is. I have AT&T again, and I don't need no routers to kind of help me have good, good games. You know what I mean? Kind of do a lot of port forwarding and stuff. I don't have to do that with AT&T. AT&T is just, it's amazing with games. I mean, you can stream too. Like, say if you streaming on Twitch and stuff, it'll do good. Yeah, you just have to pay. Get the 100 megabits. I think 100 is good enough to stream, and you'll be good. I think, to me, it all depends on what you're trying to do. Business, like I said, the bare minimal, I would say, if you're gonna do like from home business type stuff, it's 100. Okay. If you got a family, you can do it with 100. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say, "Oh no, I need 200-300." You can. They're cheaper now. You know what I mean? They're going up to the gigs now, so it's a lot cheaper. But for me, customer service, Xfinity, looks, Xfinity, price, I would say, man, price. I would say Xfinity. Gaming, of course, AT&T, hands down, bar none. You know what I mean? Customer service, Xfinity. So I would say Xfinity if you're not gonna game. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you on my next video.